Under harsh fluorescent lights, the mahogany table reflects the tension in the room as Powell speaks of profit margins. Powell drones on. Profit margins are down 3% this quarter. Mark's phone vibrates subtly, the screen flashing "Mom," a silent plea amidst the corporate jargon. He swiftly mutes the call, his face a mask of professional composure, bathed in the cool glow of his computer screen. Mark sits at his desk, a figure of focused energy amidst the calm of day. He eats a sandwich as his fingers dance across the keyboard, navigating the digital world with practiced ease. A missed call flashes on his phone, a subtle intrusion into his concentrated workflow. Mark pauses, his gaze drawn to the persistent notification, a momentary distraction in his busy schedule. A decision flickers across his face as he acknowledges the call, a promise of connection amidst his tasks. "I'll call after dinner," Mark murmurs, a quiet assurance offered to the unanswered call. Mark sits with his wife at the dinner table, his attention divided as his fingers dance across his phone screen. Wife asks gently, "How was your day, dear?" Mark responds, distracted, "It was all right. Busy, you know how it is." Wife's expression shifts slightly. "Did you remember to call your mother back?" Mark's brow furrows with guilt. "Oh shoot, I completely forgot. I'll do it later." Sunlight streams into Mark's room, illuminating dust motes dancing in the calm morning air. Sprawled on his bed, Mark is caught in a peaceful slumber, covers tangled around him. The jarring ring of his phone shatters the silence, its insistent tone cutting through the quiet. The screen flashes, "Sister," instantly shifting Mark's sleepy annoyance to concern. He answers, his eyes narrowing with a flicker of worry. Dim light fills Mark's room, casting long shadows as he sits on the bed's edge, phone pressed tightly to his ear. He listens intently, his brow furrowed in concern as a distant, dreaded voice echoes. "It's Mom, she's gone." The words crash over him, his face contorting in silent agony, an invisible scream tearing through him. His features twist, a mask of despair as the weight of the news crushes him. Numbness spreads through his fingers. The phone slips from his grasp, clattering uselessly onto the floor. The silence of the room amplifies his grief. The fallen phone, a stark reminder of his sudden, profound loss. A funeral home hums with subdued grief, a blur of tears and forced smiles mingling in the solemn air. Mark stands stiffly, a solitary figure amidst the mourners, accepting condolences with a vacant stare. His face is a mask of numbness, a shield against the wave of sorrow threatening to engulf him. He feels disconnected, an island of apathy in a sea of heartfelt grief. Mark's eyes reflect a deep, unyielding sorrow, hidden beneath a veneer of composure. Under the open sky, Mark stands before his mother's gravestone, the inscription a stark reminder of his loss. Tears well in his eyes as he clutches his phone, the cold metal a poor substitute for a warm embrace. The cemetery stretches out, a silent testament to lives lived and memories cherished. His fingers trace the letters of her name, a tangible connection to a love that transcends death. He longs to hear her voice, but the line remains forever silent, a painful echo of what is lost. Years later, Mark's office speaks of success, yet a profound sadness lingers in his eyes. His office is now larger and more opulent, reflecting his achievements. Despite the trappings of success, a deep sadness is etched on his face. He pauses, scrolling through his contacts, a difficult decision weighing on him. His finger hovers over his mother's number, a mix of longing and regret. Mark stares at his phone, a silent battle playing out on his face, his finger hovering over the call button. Hesitation grips him, an internal conflict reflected in his furrowed brow. He is unable to make the call. The number remains untouched, a ghost in his phone's memory. Mark feels trapped in the past, an echo of what might have been. His face is frozen in time. Sunlight floods a warm kitchen as young Mark focuses on homework, a picture of youthful concentration. His mother hums a gentle tune, her movements a dance of domesticity as she prepares lunch. She lovingly makes a sandwich, a simple act brimming with maternal care. The mother offers the sandwich with a smile. "Neighborhood gossip and grocery prices," she says, her words painting a picture of everyday life. The kitchen is filled with the aroma of home-cooked food and the gentle rhythm of family life. In a warm, nostalgic flashback, Mark sprawls on the sofa, lost in laughter, phone glued to his ear. His mother watches, her gentle smile a silent invitation for his attention. "Just a minute, Mom," Mark says, his voice still bubbling with amusement. The room glows with a carefree warmth, a memory suspended in time. In the dim solitude of his office, Mark sits hunched, illuminated by the cold glow of his computer screen. The distant city lights twinkle, a stark contrast to the weariness etched on his face. He rubs his temples, the weight of the day pressing down on him. Closing his eyes, a wave of exhaustion washes over him, blurring the edges of reality. A faint smile graces his lips, a fleeting memory of his mother's comforting voice. In the deafening silence, her words echo, a beacon of warmth in the cold night. Mark sits alone, the flickering TV painting his face with shadows in the dim light of his living room. He clutches his phone, the screen illuminating his sorrow as he scrolls through pictures. Each image of his mother is a painful reminder, etching lines of regret onto his face. The room is filled with unspoken words and silent grief, a heavy atmosphere hanging in the air. Mark drives, the silence in the car amplifying his inner turmoil. On the passenger seat, his phone lies still, a dark rectangle against the worn fabric. His mother's contact photo seems to glare up at him, a silent accusation. A wave of emotion washes over Mark, threatening to drown him. He grips the steering wheel, knuckles white against the leather. In a moment of surrender, Mark pulls the car over to the side of the road. In his office, Mark sits motionless, staring at his computer, the blank screen reflecting his inner turmoil. With a decisive click, he deletes a file, a digital echo of his attempts to erase the past. His hand freezes above his phone, hovering over her number, a ghost of connection he can't sever. The weight of unspoken words hangs heavy in the air as he fights his conflicting emotions. The phone remains untouched, a silent testament to the lingering bond he struggles to break. Mark stands silently at his mother's grave, his face etched with years of sorrow under the solemn daylight. The crisp air fills his lungs as he pauses, a deep breath taken before confronting the heavy silence. "I miss you, Mom," he whispers, his voice barely audible against the backdrop of rustling leaves. A haunting silence lingers, broken only by the distant sounds of the world moving on without her. His hand instinctively reaches for his pocket, a silent phone, a constant reminder of missed connections. The ghost of a call forever haunts him, a poignant symbol of unspoken words and enduring grief.